Hold up, son. Word.
Yeah. To all the and the $100 billers. Your eyes are red.
All right, MP, you ready?
Brooklyn Nets poster giveaway day is right around the corner, fans. On game day, we'll be sending every fan home with a original Nets poster. The perfect way to show off your Nets pride at home or in the office. Nets fans, will we see what Brooklyn Nets Rowdy Towel giveaway day? Brooklyn will be handing out Rowdy Towels so we can all cheer on our Nets and intimidate the opponents. Hope to see you there. Come on and join us. We want your private area to be enjoyable and inclusive and free. If you have any issue of any kind that needs to be addressed, please text the word NETS along with your issue and seat location to 55555. The relations team will respond immediately. Thank you for the cooperation and enjoy.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is looking. You take a look at the Bucks. They have looked in control all season long, aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. And of course, Brooklyn, they are way behind in their conference.
I think for the Bucks, they've been fantastic. You have to tip your cap to them. It's so tough to be on top at the end of the regular season. And with the week left, let's hope they can stay healthy.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Then it's MP, then there's Taurean Prince, and it's Rollins in at the 2. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, we've got Sharp, Zaire Williams out there with Dimon, and it's Wolf in at the 4. And his teams run through the finish line of the season, Grant. There must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
Here's Rollins. Here's MP. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, MP capitalizing on being so close to the hoop.
Outside, Williams.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Here's Wolf, averaging around 5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Williams passes to Wolf. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
And so Prince will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And they've been quite the story in the NBA this season, stringing together 22 wins in a row and looking for more.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with execution. Not easy to do.
Milwaukee with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Back to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
That's too easy for Antetokounmpo. This D's going to have to push him further from the basket.
Pass to Wolf. To the middle. Here's Demon. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Grizzlies delivered quite a performance. He scored 45 points, and he was in the zone offensively. There was nothing the D could do to stop him. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast room. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Saraf, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Nets trail by 7. Martin outside. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
I just love the ball movement.
The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Saraf. Can they get it? Brooklyn, no good that time either. The Bucks leading by 9. Antetokounmpo finds Thomas. Unloads from 13. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Saraf. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Here's Wolf. Pass to Saraf. 4-3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Here's Rollins. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Rollins has got 5 now.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Time to get excited and get loud. Here they are.
So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Bobby Portis has checked in for Turner. Green comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trent, he's checked in for Prince. And it's Porter Jr. in for Rollins. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Brooklyn shooting their first foul shot of the night. Cole Anthony, he's checked in for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Green. Prince comes in for Trent. And MP subbed in for Anthony. And the Nets also making a change. Demon, he's checked in for Mann. So on the floor for Milwaukee, Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Kevin Porter is out there with MP. And it's Prince in at small forward. Porter's shot is off.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
A chance to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, guys. I just talked with the Nets head athletic trainer. The knee did bend backwards, and he confirmed it was hyperextended. Doesn't appear to be any significant ligament damage at this time. We know he doesn't want to be sidelined, and the staff has already given him the green light. Typically a short recovery window, so with any luck, it will not be slowing him down. Guys?
Allie, thanks for the report.
Well, look, injuries take a mental toll as well. These guys all want to be contributing to the best of their ability. It's tough to sit out and watch.
And when it comes to rebounding, on a per-minute basis, Bobby Portis is one of the best, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he takes pride in that part of the game. Really active, aggressive. The team feeds off his energy.
Here's Williams. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Driving inside. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Milwaukee leading by 15. Here's Thomas. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. MP's got 10 points.
Yeah, strong transition play is something MP will need to be consistently capable of in this league.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Guys, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. Now, here's Williams. He's scoreless. And there's 1:38 left to play in the first half of basketball. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Ahead. And then Portis with the dunk.
Plenty of power behind that move from Portis. He likes hammering it down with as much authority as possible.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Yeah, it's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks. Rollins comes in for Porter Jr. Antetokounmpo, the pass to MP. And that one drops. MP's gotten 4 this quarter.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Dimon. Thomas defends. On the break. And the layup is good. 14 points for MP.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Now here's Sharp. Yet to see a basket. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Here's Dimon. Pass to Wolf to stop the drought. Just 3 to shoot. Williams from long range. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
MP's shot is good.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Here's Dimon. And it comes off the front of the rim.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And so it's Milwaukee up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
When I look at Milwaukee, with the playoffs right around the corner, they're in tremendous shape. They're right on top in the first half.
You mean they're ruling the roost? They're taking shots for every team every night, and they're still landing on top.
What's ruling the roost? Never heard that before.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Nets.
They don't want it enough. They're getting bodied up on the boards and doing nothing about it.
Yeah, they get bodied up on the scoreboard as well, Shaq. It may not be their only issue, but it's a big problem.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He has come out energized, and as a result, he's been crushing it offensively.
Great to see him playing up to his full potential. This will do so much for his confidence.
Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the two biggest areas. Those are beat yourself types of stats, and it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
We've got Tyre Williams. Sharp out there with Dimon, and it's Martin in a two-guard. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Here's Dimon. To the inside. Banked it in off the glass. Dimon's got 6.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Down low. Rollins gets the bucket.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Timeout called, Brooklyn. Take a look at some numbers for him.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Williams. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dimon. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 8 rebounds in the game.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Thomas, that's good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Dimon. Sharp, a screen on Thomas. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Well, this is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. He knows his team relies on him to protect the paint.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
In transition, here come the Bucks.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Martin outside. And there's a pick. Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Here's Milwaukee. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. And the big finish by Giannis.
How do you even come up with something like that? Giannis is an artist.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? The Nets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Sharp up top. Fires for 3. Williams misses. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Martin, the pass to Wolf. Sharp, a screen on Prince. Pass to Sharp. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
1:05 left to play in the third. That one's good for 2. Thomas has got 22.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Dimon. Thomas defends. Shot is up. Williams misses.
Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more from him.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
Outside, Williams. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Oh, ripped away. Now Milwaukee moving it up. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Well, Giannis knew that pass was coming his way, so he's able to get elevated right on time.
Williams on the wing. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Milwaukee, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece.
We'll make substitutions. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
The free throw is off from Porter. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, they've got Kevin Porter, Gary Harris out there with Green. Then it's MP, and it's Portis in at the 5 spot.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Martin. Back to Williams. And there's the screen. Fires the 3, and the net's another 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Thomas, that's good.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Here's Harris, out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. Milwaukee making a switch here. Coffey's checked in.
Amir Coffey.
Brooklyn has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bucks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And what can you say that hasn't been already said? We knew these guys would be great coming into the year, but their complete dominance is rare. They have redefined greatness.
And with just 1 game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play. And they get it back. Portis gets the bucket.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Pass to Williams. Inside. Wolf, good.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
So this one belongs to the Bucks. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. So long, everyone.